Our cloud is actually a paradigm change in cloud architecture. Usually a cloud means having data, application and desktops at one location, so the customer has to accept that everything is in one location. What we at Citrix do is we allow the customer to cloudify their own traditional infrastructure in a way like that they can determine and decide in which public cloud, private cloud or on-premise they want to have application, desktop and data. And that customers can change that status quo at any time they want. So in a nutshell, Citrix allows a cloud infrastructure on customers' terms and not on vendors' terms. I think the cloud is also maybe one of the most misused words in the world, and it's very tough to find the definition of it. Yes, it is a cloud, because what are the key ingredients of a cloud? The key ingredients is to centralize resources and make it centrally available from anywhere. If you call it like that, then yes, we have a hybrid cloud approach, because apps and data are centralized in that location which the customer wants, right? And so that is, yes, it's a cloud for sure. It's not a contradiction, and that's basically a very good question, because we at Citrix believe, and this is really the complete opposite of our competitors, while other clouds are monolithic blocks where the customer is tied in with everything they do, at Citrix we let the customer decide, do you want to use Hyper-V, vSphere, XenServer? Do you want to take Nutanix, SimpliVity? Do you want to have it with a public cloud offering? So in our infrastructure, openness is the key part, because the customer can decide and permanently change the nature of his cloud. And we believe that's better than any locked-in system. I think the key differentiator, or other way around, standard clouds have the problem that they are keeping and owning and are responsible for the data their customers give them. So if I am at AWS or Microsoft, then I need to trust Microsoft that nothing happens to my data and application. In a Citrix world, we give the responsibility to the customer, saying, you decide whom you trust, you decide where to put apps, data and desktops. It doesn't have to be necessarily all in the same location. It could be in 10 different locations. So we give the customer more freedom to decide what he wants. Yeah. And especially data is very, very special, because especially when we're in the financial or government sector, they have regulations. They cannot do what they would like to do. So data has to be maybe not in public clouds. That makes it difficult. So with us, the customer can differentiate. We call that multi-cloud approach, because basically I can store things wherever I want to. Well, first of all, what we see, the footprint of government business is quite strong in Poland. We make most of our revenue in Poland in the government sector, and almost 80%, and the rest is in the commercial business. So that means there's a huge dependency on government.
You mean central government? Right?
Exactly, yeah. So we observe it in a way, and this is why we are, I would say, coming from the most difficult kind of companies in terms of security, because data protection is king, right? Especially government doesn't even allow the data to leave the country, so there are special requirements, also international certifications, common criteria. How do we observe that? I think Citrix right now in 2017 is regrouping itself. We went through some management changes in the previous years. We have now a complete new set of salespeople based mainly in Warsaw, but traveling and covering Poland. But what Citrix still believes in for more than 25 years is to sell through value-added resellers, because our solutions require advisory, they require experience and knowledge. That's why we are scaling our business to partners who go to customers where we support them.